Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do a brisket. This is the old brisket that we got. It is 13.5 pounds. Picked it up a couple days ago. I've been watching quite a few videos on how to do the brisket. Most of what I'm going to do is inspired by Aaron Franklin of Franklin Barbecue down in Central Texas. If you haven't seen his stuff, you make sure and check it out. It looks incredible. There's a few things I'm going to do a little bit different just because I'm not able to do it like he does. He cooks on an indirect smoker. I'm going to use a pellet smoker. He uses nothing but post oak wood. I don't have any wood pellets, so we're going to be smoking with hickory and a little bit of apple mixed in. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I've never done one of these, and we're going to try it out. I'm going to go ahead and trim up the fat on this dude. We're going to take this fat off here. This whole backside is all fat. We're going to do our best to trim it down. Leave a 1/4 inch, about a 1/4 inch on the whole brisket. I'm not real experienced with a knife, and it's going to take me a while, so I'm not going to put you through that on the video, but I will get back to you as soon as this is all trimmed up and ready to season, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we did our best, got it trimmed up the best we could. You notice there's some spots where it actually goes down to the meat. A couple of those came from the store like that, so it wasn't my doing, but doesn't look exactly like I would like it to, but I did my best. So we got it trimmed up the best we could. There's no fat spots on here thicker than a 1/4 inch. Some spots where we went too thin, but oh well, not much we can do about that. So now the thing we're going to do is we're going to season it up. Aaron Franklin talks about he likes to season his brisket about an hour before putting it on the cooker. He says season it, let it sit for an hour room temperature, and then throw it on the cooker. The only issue I have with that, or I guess you would call it, or whatever, is I'm throwing this thing on the cooker at 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, so I'm not getting up at 3:30 so I can season it and let it sit. I'm going to season it tonight. We'll stick it in the fridge, let it sit overnight, and then in the morning when we get up to get the smoker going, we'll pull it out and let it sit for a little bit then. So Aaron Franklin was nice enough to share his top secret seasoning recipe with us. Gave us a list of all the ingredients, and so we put it together, made ourselves a little rub, and here it is. Ignore the chili powder label, it's just an old bottle I was using. And so we got equal parts black pepper and kosher salt, and that's all there is to it. Little less than a half a cup of each. We mixed it up, threw it in here. Salt and pepper, that's all he uses. So I'm going to go ahead and season it up, and then I will let you guys see what it looks like seasoned before we stick it in the fridge overnight. Alright. Okay, so there it is, all seasoned up. Half salt, half pepper. We're going to stick it in a pan, cover it in foil, stick it in the fridge overnight, and then get up in the morning and get her going. So we'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, so as you can probably tell by the amount of light outside, it is not 5 o'clock in the morning. I completely slept through my alarms, and it is now 6:20. So we just got the smoker up to temp. We're gonna stick it on there. We're hoping for a 12-hour cook. People are coming at 7 for dinner, so I'm just praying that it's going to be done in time. There she is right there after a night's rest. We're going to stick the water pan in there. We're going to put the meat in there, and we're going to let it smoke until an internal temperature of about 165 degrees. I got my little thermometer there that we picked up. We're going to stick it in there till 165. We're going to pull it. We're going to wrap it, and then let her go some more. And like I said, we're just going to pray that it gets done in time. So we'll just find out, I guess. So we'll see you guys again at the wrapping stage. Okay, so the internal temp on this meat has hit 165. My electric thermometer I had was giving me some weird readings, so I pulled it out, put in an old-fashioned analog one, and it's at 165 now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it. You guys can see here I got some butcher paper. This store that we bought our meat from was kind enough to provide us with some butcher paper, so we appreciate that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull it, we're gonna wrap it, and then stick it back on for some more hours. Just to give you a quick look. Here's what it's looking like. Looking real good. You see that temperature is about 170. So we're gonna pull that thermometer, we'll stick it on the paper, we'll wrap it up, and let her cook some more and until she's done. Alright, so we'll see you when we pull it off. Alright, we're back again with a finished product. Our timing didn't work out quite well. It actually got done really soon. People were supposed to come over for dinner at 7, and our brisket finished up at about 3 o'clock. So we pulled it. It's been resting for almost an hour and a half. It's 4:23 now. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to unwrap it. We're going to have to slice it, and then we'll put it in a warmer and hope it stays okay. We're trying to get people to come over a little bit earlier if possible, but you know, that's what we got to deal with. So I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. Not sure if I'll be able to, but try to unwrap this dude. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it, unwrap it, and I'll get right back to you. Okay, so we got it unwrapped. I'll tell you what, this thing looks good, but it smells absolutely amazing. I'm going to go ahead and slice it. What we're going to do is we'll go across the grain, and then the muscle actually switches here. This is the point of the brisket, which is real thick. This is the flat and the thinner end. So the grain on this thing, it runs, let me see if I can, you're going to cut across the grain this way, but then the grain totally switches direction for the point, so we'll rotate it and cut across the grain there. But I'm going to go ahead and slice it up, and I would like to do this on video, but I'm filming this one-handed, so I won't be able to. So I'm going to slice it and then show you what the final thing looks like, all cut up, and maybe see a piece or two. Alright, thanks. Okay, so I just had to do this. I know I'm not a brisket expert by any means. This is the first one I've ever cooked. I haven't had a whole lot of them. But I just took chef's privilege on this end cap right here. And oh my goodness, the flavor on this thing is absolutely incredible. You guys will take a look at that. See if I can hold it up real nice. It's got a beautiful smoke ring. It's cooked all the way through. It's super moist, super tender. But the flavor on this thing, oh, is unreal. Way more than I expected. Okay, I'm going to finish trimming it up now. Okay, so there it is. Final product. All sliced up in the roaster. All I can say is I wish everybody was here right now to eat it fresh. It is, I don't even know how to describe it. It's so amazing. And all I'll say is if this one came out that good, and literally it's my first time, I can only imagine what Franklin's barbecue tastes like. Almost makes me want to just get up and go to Texas just for that. So, again, I just followed directions, and it came out well. Very good. So, now it's your turn. Go out there and make your own.